All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our final match of the night here in week 9, the last week of the regular season in Nemesis for season 7. And boy, do we have a good one here to end off the night. Kings versus Mafiosos, a battle for the Mountain Division Championship potentially here is on the line. I'm Rockman, joined by another Ascension teammate, Ascension just taking up the boost, taking up the stream tonight, Jaegers. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, Austin. I'm ready for this matchup. Kings 8-8 versus Mafiosos 7-9, gunning for the division lead. The Mafiosos in this stream tonight, they need to win either 3-0 or 3-1 to take the division lead. If it goes to 5, the Kings keep the division lead. And man, I'm just looking for a good one here, Austin.
Yeah, I am also looking for a good one as well. Quick shout out to Krippus for gifting a sub earlier in the stream.
Yeah,
Didn't get a
was it
shout out
good?
before. Yeah, a couple hours ago, way back when. But he's also helping us stream tonight. So shout out to Krippus for helping us out here on the stream and for supporting the channel. And shout out to Mr. Silent for the raid. But yeah, Jaegers, this one should be a good one. Kings versus Mafiosos. The last time, like you mentioned, Mafiosos, it's important that they win in 4 or less here because they will not hold the tiebreaker otherwise. Because the last time Kings took the game in Game 5, so here's we may be lining ourselves up for a game that's or a match that's going the distance.
I mean, fingers crossed. I mean, what a way to end the night to start off the last week of the regular season. And I mean, Austin, at this point, I just can't wait for playoffs because I mean,
Yeah,
these matches have been going so hard and like they've just been going the distance, and it's just really excited Rocket League.
yeah. No, I completely agree with you. I mean, play-ins are starting next week, and then we get a week break for Worlds, but then playoffs are right back at it. So I mean, it should be it's gonna be a fun time. But I think we have everyone in here in the lobby. I don't know if we can confirm that or not. But Jaegers, I'm curious, who do you think's taking this one? Are Mafiosos going to be able to win in 4 or less, or do you think the Kings can at least force it to a game 5?
You know, Austin, this is always tough. It's always hard making
Hmm.
these predictions. Always hard being right all the time. I think the Mafiosos are taking it 3-1. I think they're gonna
Ooh.
do what they have to do to get this division, and they're gonna play well doing so.
All right. Well, we will have to see if they can do it here. I have to wonder if they know about the stakes on the line here. Discord is rocking with the Kings here, 43-20, so a little bit lopsided in the Discord there. So Mafios is definitely the underdog there, but we'll have to see if they'll be the underdogs on the pitch here. As we're going to start this one out here with these rosters. Kings versus Mafiosos. You get Kings in the red here. They have Grambo, Pelosa, and Ray Ray, and then Mafiosos with Jake, Drago, and Alleged Death. And Jake here, Jaeger's making his return to the Mafiosos squad after not being on at the beginning of the season. I'm curious what you think about him as possibly a player to watch out for, and then maybe a little bit about the Kings roster.
I mean, Jake's just a very good player all around. I do know he's been around for at least two, maybe this might be his third season, if I'm not mistaken, on the losing side of the pineapple reverse sweep, if I remember correctly. But I mean, just been a mainstay in Nemesis and the rival league, and a very good player in his own right.
Yeah, definitely a solid player, and I know Sands and the Mafiosos are happy to have him back here. And he's got another new player, Alleged Death, who they picked up recently, and then Drago, who's been on Mafiosos and helping Sands for a while. So another very solid player there, and definitely a dangerous roster to watch out for. But as are the Kings here, is they've had a few roster changes there, Jaegers, with the Kings, but there's one man that's been the constant. It's the 700-pound man. Ray Ray's back on the pitch here. He's been helping out the Kings all season long and been a solid player.
Yeah, I mean, you really can't count out the 700-pound man. He's gonna make it to at least semis. That's as much we know. So be very wary if you're on his side of the bracket, because the man's been a mainstay in Nemesis and performs well in playoffs at least up to the semifinals. Austin.
He does. He's been around Nemesis for a while, and you're exactly right. He's been a name in the Challenger League for a while. Moved to Rival League recently, and we'll have to see what he can do in this matchup. As We are past halfway, still 0-0, but here comes Grambo putting it in, putting his name on the scoreboard here. And it's a 1-0 early for the Kings.
Rambo, not a player I've really heard of before, but quick enough to get that first goal of the series. And a Season 5 Dunk Master to boot, so he must be goated in the air.
That's true. I do know Grambo. Me and him were some buddies back in a league that shall not be named, and it's good to see him on the pitch here back in Nemesis and making his name known in this matchup. And that's a great way to start. As here comes a 700-pound man, 50 it towards the net, but it's not quite going to find its way through. As this ball off to the side, Alleged Death looking to stay with it, but no boost. Going to leave it for Drago. Off the backboard, and Ray is going to send it a long way back. Jake trying to get the touch, but a little bit awkward here as this one. And, you know, Jaegers, that's something to watch out for. Is, oh my goodness, the Kings diving hard on this ball. And might have a counterattack opportunity. Actually, Drago trying to get over the middle, looking for a teammate for the passing play, but it's not going to go. But I was going to say, Jaegers, one of those things that can be hard is Pelosa put a shot on net. It's going to keep getting interrupted by these guys. But maybe I can finish my thought here. One of the things that can be difficult, Jaegers, is when you got a new roster towards the end of the season, trying to get that chemistry in order before the postseason.
Absolutely. I mean, chemistry is always an issue for those squads, but I mean, I've seen some very scary squads who like just kind of got together right before the playoffs happened, and sometimes people just click, Austin. And I mean, that's what this team is looking to do here.
And definitely, and we'll have to see. Mafiosos have been on a tear. Again, if I recall correctly, I think they're on a 4-match winning streak here. So, looking to bring it back, chasing back towards this division lead. And like we said, if they can win 3-0 or 3-1 tonight, they'll have that division lead. But now they're down here in this game number 1. 50 seconds remaining. Alleged Death off the backboard. Ray with a nice touch. It's still floating, but Pelosa is going to find that huge clear as the time ticking away. And Grambo can't connect, but he's taking his time, making sure he gets a good clear, wasting a couple seconds away. As this one's sent back in, and it's all coming down to this here. The Mafiosos have to put on some offensive pressure. Otherwise, the Kings will be taking this first game. Very crucial one is Pelosa sending it away to Drago, but Ray, he is caught way out. It's just Grambo, and then he has to make this touch, and he's going to own a goal. He does make the touch, but not where you want it to go.
Austin, that is not the way you want the equalizer to score, especially with 14 seconds left on the clock. Grambo went up with good intentions, but ended up own goaling and giving the Mafiosos just a little bit of life here in this game 1.
Yeah, and that's a heartbreaking one. You're leading the entire game, but that one goes the wrong way, but he almost answered back here. But Drago with a clutch play. And now Mafiosos, can they end it in regulation? They send it down, but Ray waiting on the backboard. He's trying to get it up, but we are going to have overtime in game number 1.
And I mean, I feel like the Mafiosos have all the momentum right now, almost getting a shot off the kickoff goal. But I mean, anytime you own goal to equalize with 14 seconds left, it's a mental block now. You have to get back into it mentally. And now the Kings do have an uphill battle, which they could finish off here, but Jake makes it back in time. But there it goes. Ray, the 700-pound man, just a little bit quicker, and capitalizing on the Mafiosos unable to hit the ball on defense.
Yeah, that was huge there from Ray. He has been great all season for the Kings, and just a clutch goal in overtime, a huge one for the Kings. As now, really, Jaegers, this is a weird situation that we're in for this division. You know, with the way the tiebreakers are working right now, obviously it won't solely be decided by this match here, but you know, if the Kings are able to win one more, you know, at least at the end of the night, they will be in the division lead.
Absolutely. I mean, the Kings, obviously, they want to win it. But if they win one more, they kind of have another breath here and get that coveted playoff spot every team wants.
Yeah, it's going to be huge. But now we're going to look to game 2, and it's interesting, Jaegers. The Mafiosos, whether they know it or not, they are in a dangerous situation if they want to get this division outright tonight. They're going to have to pull off, I guess, is a reverse sweep at the moment. They're going to have to win 3 straight here, and they're going to have to recover after losing that last game in overtime.
It's a gentleman sweep. You give the other team a game, and you just finish off from there. But that being said, this is just no mere gentleman sweep. This Kings team beat them before, like in game 5. So I mean, this is just a very good Kings team, and Mafiosos have their work cut out for them.
They definitely do, but as we head into this one, we will see if the Mafiosos can battle back here and keep their win streak going, or if the Kings can try to find their second game in the series and hold on to the division for the night at least. But lots to be determined as Drago going to beat it by 1. Legend Death sending into the King's zone. Grambo on a connection here, going to look to dribble, finding a 50, but Drago a little bit too strong, and here comes Drago trying to out 50 the 700-pound man, but that is not going to happen. This one's sent to the corner by Ray Ray. Jake is there off the backboard. Opportunity here, but Pelosa with a nice touch. He's made some timely touches. Oh my goodness, Ray off the ceiling. What is he doing? The man is a menace. Can he turn it into offense here and shot towards the net, but it's saved away. Oh my goodness, that is some confidence there, Jaegers for Ray Ray.
Austin, what was that? I mean, like he just went off the ceiling, off his own ceiling to challenge that. That was just, I mean, it was uncalled for, but I mean, it worked out for him. So it's, I don't know. It's either brave or dumb, but it worked out, so it looks good.
And as Bagels usually says, it's always an entertaining one when Ray Ray's on the pitch. Shout out to Bagels for the 21 months, by the way, on the resub. But he's definitely right. Whenever Ray Ray's on the pitch, you got to be careful. He's always a man that'll give you some content, and that was it. Oh my goodness! Way. What a play! What? The back and forth, and Jake puts it home.
Oh my goodness! Death to Jake, Drago to back to Jake, and Jake to the back of the net. That's a way to kick off scoring, Austin. This game too.
My goodness, Jaegers, that would have been the best passing play I've ever seen with all 3 members involved.
Yeah, no, that was 4 passes, Austin. I've never it's like that. Oh my goodness, Jake and Drago just gonna collide, gonna escape from one there. But no, it just reminds me of that little clip of I believe it was Musty, Garrett G, and Justin just passing the ball maybe like 7 times back and forth. End up scoring. That was just very impressive play by the Mafiosos, showing off their team chemistry.
Yeah, and that's something we talked about earlier. We weren't sure what their team chemistry was going to be this late into the season, but it is all on there. It's Legend Death gonna backflip and save that one away. And just a huge goal for the Mafiosos as they are wanting this division. Drago off the backboard. This one floating, but a huge save comes through. Jake and a Legend Death combine, but they're going to be able to get it away as we're down to 2 minutes remaining in Game 2. A little bit of a low-scoring affair in this one. The Kings looking to battle back. Pelosa sending it in. Jake going to bang it down. A Legend Death looking for the redirect, but can't find it. Grambo in the midfield. A little bit dangerous. A shot comes through, but Grambo again making a huge save once more. And Jaegers, with under 2 minutes remaining, the Kings, they battled back before. We saw in the last one, well, I guess Mafiosos battled back, but Kings were able to hold on. And with 1:40 left, what are you looking to see from the Kings here to try to tie this one up?
I'm looking for the Kings to put it in the back of the net. Okay. Rambo, like your boy, has a nice aerial shot, hits it up left, just straight slots it. And Austin, you asked me what they need to do. It's that.
Score, We'll just talk it into existence, I guess, there. As wow, what a nice little shot there from Grambo. And he puts the Kings back into this one as Pelosa. They're looking to take the lead now. But Ray denied by Drago, who's on the dribble, looking to get past Grambo, but Grambo denied it in the midfield. This ball up in the midfield. A Legend Death for the shot, but Pelosa, huge defensive play, able to get that one away. As the shot towards net by Jake, a bump comes through. Jake might have an opportunity, looking for the shot, and he puts it in. What a huge play for the Mafiosos.
Just an unfortunate save by the Kings. I mean, so much pressure by the Mafiosos. Grambo not able to get the touch that he wanted. And Ray caught in no man's land, not quite sure where to go. And the Mafiosos regained their lead by just sheer force, it seemed like.
Yeah, I mean, there's a huge bump to open things up, and here comes Grambo looking for the shot, but a follow comes through from Ray Ray. It's off the post. The net kind of open, but Jake is going to clear
Oh,
it away to Drago. He's trying to find that touch, and not going to go as we are under a minute remaining in this one. The Mafiosos find themselves back out in front, and here comes a Legend Death looking for another one. He finds the back of the net, and it's a 2-goal advantage now for the Mafiosos.
just a really good slot by Death off the pass from Jake, and Grambo not quite quick enough. Looks like he engaged his boost just a tad too late. Wasn't able to get back in time. And I mean, the Mafiosos division lead hopes are still aligned. It looks like, barring anything unforeseen happening in this 38 seconds.
Yeah, they're looking to keep this one in as a shot towards the net. Grambo is going to get absolutely dunked out. A Legend Death putting him in a second.
Yeah, no, alleged death. It's just a case of him just being slightly quicker. Like Grambo tried to clear it away, but I mean, Death was just there to dunk him away. And I mean, with 33 seconds left, I don't see the Kings coming back from this one.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough one to come back from, but 30 seconds, we'll see what they can do here. As this ball in the midfield sent it back towards their net. That is not going to do it, and that may just strike disaster for them here in game 2.
I mean, if you thought they could come back after the fourth goal loss, and I mean after the fifth one, it's all but said and done. So I mean, GG, go next for the Kings.
Yeah, they're going to have to refocus as we'll be headed into game 3 after this one. But Mafiosos, Jaegers, I mean, a good performance by them, able to bounce back here when, they needed it for this division. Like we talked about earlier, don't want to keep hitting it too much on the head, but the Mafiosos have to win 3-1 or 3-0 to hold on to the division outright tonight because the last match they played was a 3-2 win for the Kings. So they need this one, and they started off here with a win in game 2.
Yeah, I mean they just showed up and maybe caught the Kings a bit off guard. I mean, after the first game, it looked like it was going to be a really close series, and the Mafiosos just blew that game 2 out of the water.
Yeah, I mean, they really did. And 11 shots for the Mafiosos compared to 6. I mean, a good performance from them all around. I mean, Jake was throwing in a couple of goals, alleged death. I mean, everyone on the Mafiosos roster was involved in that one. And I mean, of course, they had that pass in place. So, I mean, the Mafiosos maybe feeling a little bit, maybe like you said, the gentleman's sweep maybe coming into alignment here. But what do you think? What do you think we're going to see here as we're about to head into Game 3?
You know, I don't know. I think it's going to be a closer game because you don't see blowouts like that very often. Uh, but I mean, I'm looking for Ray Ray to put some shots on target. He had 5 shots. Like his team had 6. Ray Ray had 5 of them. Didn't have a single goal. So look for Ray Ray to start putting those in. And we always harp on this, Austin. I know you're a big demo man. But I mean that might be what the Kings need to win this game 3.
Yeah, they did. They did have a couple demos there. Pelosa kind of led the way with 3 demos in that last one. Kings had a total of 4 compared to 2 for Mafiosos. So we'll see. I mean, I know I am like you said, a big proponent for demos, and if you can open up some space for the Kings, maybe that's the way to go here. So would love to see some demos to open up some space. But I mean, the Kings, we know they can win Jaegers. They won in game 1, but I mean, Mafiosos kind of gave them one right in the chops there. So I mean, this is going to be a really crucial game. Every game from here on out is going to be crucial for the Mafiosos, but especially for the Kings for this series. If you can come out on top in game 3 here, set yourself up good to take the series.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if the Mafiosos win game 3, they are sitting pretty. And I mean, the Kings, they just need one more win to retain their division lead, at least for another game. Um, but that being said, I mean, the ball is in the Mafiosos' court. They have all the momentum right now, and all they need to do is just not get too cocky, build upon what they made in game 2, and I mean, they should be fine. I think, unless this extended break gets their adrenaline a little bit lower.
Yeah, we're waiting on one player from the Kings to hop back in here, so bear with us as we wait for the 700-pound man to hop back into the lobby. So, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting one here, Jaegers, as we're waiting on these guys. But I mean, really, we've seen some good performances from Ray Ray. We saw Jake and Alleged Death in the last game, and yeah, we're just waiting on one here. I'm curious to see if there's anyone you want to see step up more from either of these teams head into these next couple games.
Also, I want to see Drago step up a bit more. He was on the lower end of the scoreboard. I mean Jake and the third's name escaped me. I mean, he popped off. No, Death played really well, but I mean, Drago, he did his part. The score was like 5-1, but at the same time, I do want to see him hit some shots. And on the flip side, I want to see Pelosa pop off. I mean, the dude was just insane back in Challenger. I believe it was season 6 before they lost to the Venom on their way to Venom's way to grand finals.
I think so. As Jake is going to come out, he's going to start the scoring. Mafiosos picking up right where they left off.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, Austin. I have this weird glitch where I'm just staring at a blank field, so I didn't even know the game started.
Well, that is one way to do it. But yeah, we are underway here in game number 3, and yeah, Jake just put in a huge shot to set things up for his team. And yeah, no, I also do want to see if Drago will step up a little bit here. The man is a former champion in the rival league way back in season 5 when he was on the Thunderbirds, formerly known as the Panthers. But he was a huge performer for them as they took down, I believe, Blaze in that championship there. And we're going to have to see if he can step up as Alleged Death trying to find the dunk here, dropping in midfield. Here comes Drago looking for the shot, but a little bit awkward from what we wanted. And now Pelosa able to get this one out. A counterattack opportunity. The net wide open. Drago racing back, and he makes the save on the goal line. But wait a minute. The Kings
Oh my goodness.
but the save comes through.
I mean, Drago with extremely good back-to-back saves had a dive for the first one, made it back for the second, and a nice little dribble play pass to the man. Must be listening to the stream, Austin, because he's really stepping up in this game 3.
He really is. Oh no! Caster's curse, maybe.
I hate doing this, Austin. like I hate jinxing people. That's my least favorite thing to do. Just an unfortunate whiff by Drago to tie up this game.
Yeah, that one looks like maybe got servered a little bit there, but
Yeah.
sometimes that happens. And I mean, close attempt, but the Kings are happy to take it here as they are trying to hold on to this division. If they can win this game, they will hold on the division for tonight at the very least, and with a win on Wednesday as well, they can take the division and clinch a playoff spot. But Mafiosos, they don't want any of that. As Alleged Death trying to get it towards the net, but it's saved away. As Drago, he's going to get it by 2. The net is open, and here comes Jake, and he puts it in. The Kings lost in the sauce a little bit.
Yeah, no, I didn't see the double commit there, Austin, and I mean the Mafioso smooth operators just had more than enough time to put in the back of the net.
Yeah, they did, and I mean, nice play there. He caught the Kings out just a little bit, and another one just going to go to the back of that Drago. He's going to put in another goal here.
I mean, he did have that whiff on the goal line, but we asked Drago to step up, and he has 419 points 2 minutes in, Austin, on pace for 1,000 points in this game. I mean, on pace is a lot different than reality, but I mean, the man so far is playing extremely well.
Yeah, asking, we shall receive here. Drago trying to put his team on his back as the Kings are triple committing here. Oh my goodness. A little bit chaotic play style there, but not quite going to work out as a demo comes through. Ray, he's trying to keep this one down and in. This one sent back out. Pelosa waiting in the back of his zone. He's going to take this one up off the corner, looking for another one, but Jake, he's all over that. He sends it to the side. Gonna find another touch, but here comes Grambo putting it in towards the middle. Drago gonna find a nice pinch as he picks up a savior medal, Jaegers. And as we pass the halfway point, the Mafiosos doing exactly what they have to do here in, what you mentioned could be a gentleman's sweep, a needed gentleman's sweep if they're gonna want to take the division over tiebreaker.
Absolutely. I mean, first game Austin always a warm up game. You have to get settled, but I mean the mafiosos so far are just playing out of their minds, and they're playing a lot better than their record. Hold the phone though, Grambo got put his team one step closer to winning this game 3 with a nice redirect off of Ray Ray's pass.
That is some power right there from Grambo and Ray Ray. He sniped him across the field and a nice shot. And all of a sudden, the Kings still back in this one. A one-goal game, Jaeger, is just so much more different than having that two-goal cushion.
Absolutely. I mean, having the 2 goal cushion, you could go for crazy stuff sometimes. Not, oh my, Drago almost gets a double tap. But that being said, I mean, you're a lot more comfortable with 2 goals, whereas 1 goal, like you mess up once, that's a tie ball game. So there's always that.
Oh, is this one off the backboard? The follow trying to come through, and that was almost a tie ball game right there. But not quite as here comes Drago on the dribble. Gonna flick it by the defender. Can he put it in? Drago trying, but here comes the follow from Jake. Drago sets him up. He's not only got a savior medal Jaegers, but now he has a playmaker in this one.
The man is making plays right here. Gets a flick past one, not quite able to be put on target, but Jake saves the day, putting in a hat trick. And just a insane performance. Mafiosos building off their game 2 performance and looking like the team to beat in this division right now.
Yeah, they really are, and just showing up here after that first game from the Kings. Mafiosos have battled back, and they are looking for this one. So you've got about a minute remaining here. The Kings, though, only down by 2. Mafiosos starting to feel a little bit more comfortable and getting their cushion back. Let's see if the Kings can get something in the final 60 seconds. Ray Ray looking for a 50, but it's just sent off to the side. Popping up. Pelosi can't make the touch. This could be dangerous. Alleged death pops up. Here comes Drago for the shot. No, we can't put it on. But a close attempt as he almost passes the 700 score mark there. And that would have been probably the dagger there, Jaegers, if he could have hit it. But still 40 seconds left for the Kings to try to make something happen.
I mean, this Mafiosos team is really playing good right now. I mean, the Kings just need to stop the momentum that the Mafiosos had. I thought maybe the break would give the Kings a little bit momentum, but like this Mafiosos team really just picking up where they left off are in prime position to finish off this showman sweep and not win their division, excuse me, put themselves in the division lead.
Yeah, it would be pretty close to winning the division here. As the winner of this one, they may just determine that as the final seconds tick away, and that will do it for this game. Game number 3, the Mafiosos come up clutch Jaegers, and they are 1 win from taking this series and taking that division lead heading into the final game.
I mean, we asked Drago to step it up, and Austin, he dropped a 700 bomb on us. That was an absolutely insane performance by him. 1 goal, 3 assists, and 3 saves. He was just diming out his teammates right there.
Yeah, Jaegers. I mean, we want to see him step up, and what does he do, Jaegers? He scores 723 score in that game, and he almost actually beat the Kings combined, Jaegers. The Kings only had 918 between the 3 of them, but Drago comes out with 723, and I mean, just a huge performance from him, and they really want this division, Jaegers.
Absolutely. I mean, you were saying this is a new roster, Austin, but I mean, the way this team's playing, they look like they've been playing together for weeks. And I mean, this could be a very scary team come playoff time.
Yeah, it definitely could be, as we are going to be getting to game number 4 here, Jaegers, on Forbidden Temple. And it all comes down to this. If the Kings can win this game, Jaegers, it's almost fitting that this game 4 is almost like a game 5. If the Kings win this game right here, Jaegers, they will hold on to their division lead for the night because they'll have the tiebreaker over the Mafiosos. But if the Mafiosos win, they will have the tiebreaker and they'll hold the division. So really, it all comes down to this game number 4 on one of the craziest maps we know, Forbidden Temple.
Well, I mean, you expect nothing else from Forbidden Temple. Like, one ball bounces a crazy way, and it's all over. We've seen some crazy things happen here, and I mean, this will be no exception.
We'll have to see who is going to clutch up. Will it be the Kings or will the Mafiosos close out this series? Here comes Grambo for the shot. It's off the backboard and not going to find it. This one over to the side. Ray trying to get a touch, but Alleged Death gonna get it by him on the dribble. Gonna pop it over one, but Grambo, a nice booming clear. But Alleged Death got a good spawn. Jake actually gonna cut him off there as this one in the middle. Here comes Pelosa trying to dribble in the net, and a huge mistake for the Mafiosos. Allow the Kings to strike first.
Well, Jake just going to take the ball from Alleged Death, gonna cut his teammate unintentionally, it looks like. I mean, then Pelosa just capitalizes on it. Not the weirdest thing we've seen on Forbidden Temple, Austin, but that just shows me that this game's just getting started.
Yeah, it really is, and good on the Kings to capitalize and strike first. They've been almost down and out in this one, but we're gonna have to see if they can battle back. Oh my goodness, a pass play attempt almost goes through. As this one sent off to the side, Pelosa taking it up towards the net. It's open, but Pelosa doesn't have boost to follow. Grambo didn't want to commit super hard as the third man, but he's going to try to commit now as Alleged Death goes underneath him. Pelosa able to get it, and now Jaegers, that opportunity on that last drive there, it was so close. I mean, that's one of the ones that you probably should be scoring there.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the boost monster gets us all, though, Austin, but I mean, Pelosa just going to beat the last defender, and he's going to make up for that miss.
Yeah, he's going to make up and put it in the back of the net. And another huge goal, Jaegers, as the Kings, they want this one. And, Jaegers, if they're able to battle this back and to win this division, they won't have to worry about tiebreakers if they can win the match tonight. So, I mean, they're going to do everything in their power to force this Game 5. And a 2-goal start is very ideal here for them.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, 2 goals in 2 minutes, you're sitting pretty. But that being said, we've seen teams come back for more, Austin, and like if any team can do it, I expect this Mafiosos team to do so.
Yeah, they have been strong in these last 2 games, and we know that they can battle back. But will they be able to here? Because they're stuck in their back zone. Alleged Death trying to find a read. Jake gonna send this one in for the Mafiosos, trying to find that demo, but Ray just able to get that clear away and find the double. It's Drago sending it into the zone. Pelosa gonna find the touch. This one off to the side. Pelosa on the dribble. Grambo gonna send it up high off the backboard. As the Kings looking for this one, just playing it slow and scored those 2 goals pretty early on, Jaegers. And now the Kings, it looks like things dying down a little bit. It's a little bit of a pre-flip attempt from Ray there, and things kind of slowing down just a tad.
Absolutely. I mean, both teams are chilling out. I mean, the Mafiosos sensing a bit of urgency, gonna triple commit, and Ray going to bump his teammate and put the shot off target.
Well, that is chaotic. That is chaotic to say the least.
Yeah, that was different, Austin. That was something.
Hey, sometimes it's good to be different, Jaegers. Maybe not saving the ball away from your teammates, but sometimes it's good to be different.
Good to be different, but not not always good.
Well,
I don't know. That's all I gotta say about that.
I would a little bit unfortunate, but the Kings hopefully gonna try to not regret that one, as they still have a 2-goal lead here. So still room for error as we're down to a minute 30 here in Game 4. The Kings can hold on to this one. They can at least hold the tiebreaker for the division. Here comes Grambo for the shot, but Drago, he shuts it down. The Mafiosos, they gotta get going here, Jaegers, as we've only got about a minute left to play, and they need to strike twice.
Absolutely. I mean, they just need to send everyone here. I mean, with a minute left, they have nothing else to lose. I mean, they just need to put some shots on target. Only 3 for the game, and Grambo just gotta put another one. Jake gonna get a nice pre-flip to save that away. I just assumed that was in the back of the net, and the Mafiosos look to do a counterattack here.
Oh, they're so close on that counter, and Jake, that was a huge save. Like he said, the pre-flip to try to keep his team alive for this division tie. But this one dropped in the midfield. Alleged Death for the shot. Grambo is going to make the save with 30 seconds remaining as they send it down. Ray going to fake this one out, but only 30 seconds. The Mafiosos need to strike twice if they're going to want to get this tiebreaker for this division. As this ball popped up, the time, such a menace here. Ray popping this up in the midfield. Pelosa He's going to send it down. Dude, they have a counterattack in them in the final seconds. Mafiosos, they're trying. Alleged Death looking for a touch, but it's sent back in their zone. And that ball in their corner, that is going to do it here, Jaegers. The Kings are going to force a game 5. Well, the series is not over, but the Kings, at least Jaegers, are going to hold on to their division tiebreaker for the night. And hey, why not go to a game 5 while we're at it?
Absolutely. I couldn't think of a better way to end off the night. Kings Mafiosos game 5. And Austin, this one could go either way. I mean, both it's really a tale of two teams. Like the Kings, I don't want to say this, but it kind of looks like they're getting away with them. But whenever the Mafiosos win, they've been popping off.
Yeah, they really have, and now Jaegers, it all comes down to this, and we talked about it with this division, how it's working out. Again, Kings at 8-8, Mafiosos at 7-9, and Mafiosos, if they win this game, still Jaegers, they can at least be in a tie for that top spot. Obviously, Kings are the tiebreaker, but then it'll all come down to match number 18. So either way, this is almost this has got to be a must-win for Mafiosos. They need to win this game here, win this game 5, and give themselves a chance to take it on Wednesday.
Absolutely. I mean, Ray, the 700-pound man's got to kick him off right away with the top left corner placement.
Just a huge shot for Ray, and that is how you start a game 5 there, Jaegers. What a shot for Ray.
Well, I'm not sure the percentage on it, Austin, but someone always says the person who scores first in game 5 always has the advantage. I mean, it's not always true. Bounce backs happen. Drago's got to pull in the back of the net here. But I mean, yeah, no, that basically just I don't know, took away the any advantage Kings had 6 seconds into this game.
Yeah, that one, a tough one to come back from for the Kings, but the Mafiosos with their possibly their playoff hopes on the line here. I mean, this is Jaegers, one of those must wins. I mean, right now, oh my goodness, a legend puts it in the Mafiosos after going down really early. We're only 17 seconds in, and they're going to score this one.
This unfortunate touch by Pelosa probably should have let that one go right into Alleged Death's arms. And, I mean, 17 seconds in, we already have a score. Not a high-scoring affair, but it's looking like it might be.
Yeah, and very well could be. And Mafioso is able to battle back after that one, and a huge battle back. As here goes Pelosa looking for the shot, but a little bit high. And yeah, Jaegers, the stakes are on the line. Even if Mafiosos can't lead the division tonight via the tiebreaker, they have to win to even get into the play-ins as a demo comes through. And right now they're sitting in the 12th spot out of the play-in, so really a must-win regardless. So still a lot at stake for them. If they can't win the division, they got to clutch up and try to clinch the play-ins. And I mean, that was a huge battle back, Jaegers, and in this important game 5, every goal is going to be so crucial for them.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, like, there's an absolute fire lit under the Mafiosos at this point. They're just trying to get into the play-ins. Meanwhile, the Kings have the division lead all but locked up. And, I feel like the Mafiosos, just playing with a little bit more tenacity, are going to have the advantage here.
Yeah, they have played strong here, and they've shown some resolve in this series. After dropping the first game, they battled back and won the next 2, and then they just lost the last game. Can they clutch up and win game 5? We're going to have to see this ball in the midfield. Jake trying to keep it close. But Grambo on the dribble, going to find a 50. Drago off the backboard looking for a pinch. Oh my goodness, this one is going all the way back. Jake, he's racing. He is dangerous, but he's going to make the clutch save. And if that one would have went in, I would have been a little bit of a sad man there. That was an insane pinch across the field.
I mean, was that a psycho, Austin? Can that be considered a psycho? I'm not too sure. It looked like it came off its own backboard, but I wasn't 100% sure. But that being said, I mean, this is just a very back and forth game, and I mean, it's looking like it's going to be a good one.
It does look like we might have an epic conclusion here as the Mafiosos are double committed on that ball, trying to get it through as we pass the halfway point in game number 5. Jake on this one, looking to get a touch, but finds a A
Oh,
demo on
what a
himself
fake.
instead is Drago is going to get it by 1. They're going to get it by 2. Can a Legend Death turn it into the midfield? Doesn't have the 50 to work his way. But that one, a close attempt. So we're about 2 minutes gone by. The Kings, after striking it first, they are looking for something in their arsenal, Jaegers. 2 minutes remaining, and they are still looking for their second goal of this game.
I mean, the Mafiosos, like, after 17 seconds in, there hasn't been another goal. I mean, we were just kind of treated, like, at the beginning of this game, and ever since then, the pace slowed down astronomically.
Yeah, I think the Mafiosos know that this is a pretty much a must-win game for them to make the play-ins. And if they want a chance in their division, is a passing play. Drago for the shot, it's off the post. The follow, not quite there. Jake for the shot, he puts it in. Jake clutch for the Mafiosos.
Oh my goodness, Drago with a shot, barely missing a Legend Death with a fake, keeping the defense, having to respect it. And then Jake just with the placement top left to put his team like in prime position to take this game 5.
Yeah, a huge one there. As now the Kings, they're going to have to battle back once more. A minute 30 remaining. The Mafiosos are up. As this ball sent out Ray Ray, gonna pop it over. Legend Death, last man back, gonna have to make a nice clear, and he does. But Grambo, he's all over it. As the Kings looking desperate to attack here. This ball dropping in the midfield. Kings, Ray Ray can't touch it, but it's gonna be sent away. But only momentarily as Grambo finds it back in. No boost to work with, though. He's trying to get to it. Looking for a 50, gonna get it by 2. The net is open, but Ray Ray can't connect. It's so close. But now Jaeger's only 60 seconds remaining. The Kings down by 2.
And I mean, the Mafiosos getting away with one there and possibly getting away with another one here as the ball bounces dangerously off the side post. But the Kings need to get on offense. Down 2 goals, they just need to do whatever they can to get some pressure on this Mafiosos defense.
Yeah, they really do, and the time is ticking away here for them. Can the Kings find the counterattack? Will the Mafiosos keep their hopes alive? A shot towards the Legend Death. He's popping it up for a teammate. Here comes Drago. Drago again. He can't put it home, but it may not matter. As the final seconds here, the Kings, they need to score here. Pelosa trying to get to it, but it's sent away. And now 10 seconds remaining. The Kings need an absolute miracle, and that is not going to do it there as this one pops up. Over to the side, the Mafiosos are going to do it. They're going to keep their play-in and playoff hopes alive, Jaegers.
Well, Austin, I hate to say I was right, but I was right. I was off the game. My counting's a little off, but I mean the Mafiosos took it and they took this one with a vengeance. And they may not have the division lead right now, but they're fighting for it, and they're looking like a scary team in this upcoming playoffs.
Yeah, they really are, and just such resolve from them to battle back. And yeah, Jaegers, that is going to put them. That's going to put them up there, at least in a tie for the division lead. The Kings are going to hold the tiebreaker at the moment, but depending on how Wednesday goes for the Mafiosos, they could still clinch that division. Jaegers, they will need the Kings to lose. And then Mafiosos need to win, so they're going to need to, take some matters in their own hands, need a little bit of help. But just a gritty performance from the Mafiosos. They were at the 12 seed, and now they have a chance to at least get the play-ins and maybe even win the division here.
Absolutely. I mean, that's if they want to get that started, this is a good first step for the Mafiosos. And I mean, if you're the Kings, you can't be all that disappointed because you may have lost this game, but you are still in the division lead and still have a chance to lock up that division game 18.
Yeah, all they got to do for the Kings, it's simple: win, and they got a top 4 seed, and that's all they got to do for next week. But Mafiosos kept their hopes alive in a thrilling Game 5, so congratulations to them on taking that victory. Once again, a couple shout outs. Shout out to Bagels again for the resub for 21 months. Z Hate earlier for 2 months, and Krippus also for gifting one. Much love for the support. Make sure you guys are back here on Wednesday. You got some more banger matchups coming your way on the stream. It's been a fun one, Jaegers, and we should have some more crazy matchups coming up this week.
Absolutely. I mean, fingers crossed. This is already such a good week for matches, and I mean, going into playoffs, it's sure to continue.
Yeah, it will be. But that is it for tonight, everyone. Make sure you guys check out the Nemesis merch. A lot of cool stuff in there. The link is in the chat there, merch.nemesisleague.com. Go check it out. Go buy some Nemesis stuff. Like I said, there'll be some more stuff coming soon, some org merch and some team merch. But for now, we got some cool Nemesis merch. Make sure you guys go check it out. But that is going to do it for the night. Thank you all so much for watching and supporting. We'll be back Wednesday for the final full day of the regular season. It is going to be a good one. You guys do not want to miss it. Have a good night, everyone.
See ya.